Hey everyone, welcome to another video on the channel, and in today's video we'll be talking about the new controversial pack that has come to Wizard101. Now, you probably feel like, well, there's a new controversial pack every couple of months in them, and yeah, that kind of seems to be the case here. So in today's video, we'll be opening up some of the packs. I want to say thank you to Queen Melissa, who actually gifted me a lot of these packs in the video today. But before we even open the pack itself, you should know what's within the pack itself. So basically, the pack we're talking about is the Freaky Floramancer pack for 2024. Now, the 2023 version actually gave you the Void template from the raid gear in the Nullity Voracious Void raid. But now this is updated to be Hanhao gear from the Crying Sky raid. And what makes this pack controversial is the fact of the matter that you can now obtain full raid gear simply by paying. Now, there are pros and there are cons to this. The pros of this, obviously, is more people are going to get access to this gear. It's really, really good gear. And if you want to do PvP, you kind of have to have it if you want to compete. A lot of people will say raid gear only really matters at the higher ranks, but I would say different, because even at the lower ranks like Sergeant, Corporal, I've even seen people below Recruit have this meta raid gear. Yes, you could outplay them, but if they have the meta gear and you don't, they can make way more mistakes than you and play a lot worse and still win. So it's a very, very big deal. So my point is, it's good we're gonna have more people get into PvP. However, there are some bad things about this. The two bad things, in my opinion, are going to be the fact of the matter that people who raided in the Crying Sky for like the past year it's been out simply don't have anything to show for it. The only thing to differentiate a player from raiding and buying a pack is simply the name of the gear itself. So let's go ahead and open a couple of the packs here until we get a piece of gear. So it looks like we got the Floramancer hat, which basically is the Hanhao hat from the raid. So this hat essentially says Floramancer, but the Hanhao one says Hanhao. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this, right? People who put in an insane amount of time and dedication to beat the raid simply don't have anything to show for it other than just a different name on the screen. And the other point that's probably going to hit close to home with more players is the fact of the matter that KingsIsle is repeating their same mistakes, and that's the fact of the matter that this essentially is making PvP pay to win. If you're someone who's like a dad or like a whiz mom or something, or like you have school and a job and whatnot, and you don't want to dedicate your entire life to Wiz and you can't raid, simply the only way to play the game is to simply pay money and open this pack. And another thing I see people not talking about is the fact of the matter that raids themselves cost a lot of time and even some money itself to get set up to do the raid. So in my opinion, honestly guys, and I think this is really bad that I have to say this, but if you're gonna pick between raiding or like buying the pack in the crown shop, I'm gonna have to recommend the pack, unfortunately, because if you're going to raid, you're gonna have to sink a ridiculous amount of time for prep and also doing the raid, and also spend a bit of money as well to even get in the raid and do it. But with the pack here, you simply just spend money anyways, but you save yourself the headache and the time and the days and the hours, right? So yeah, I think KingsIsle is repeating the same mistake here of making things pay to win for most of the player base, because that is a fact, right? Most of the player base doesn't know what a raid is. Most of the player base struggles to even get into a guild and do a raid. So I figured I'd bring up those points in the video here because I think it's very, very important to discuss both sides. And they did it with the fairy pack, and now they're doing it with the Floramancer pack, which again, I don't think is really that good in my opinion, but you guys can let me know what you think down there in the comments below. I am well aware that it does allow more people to get this gear, get them into PvP. That's obviously a great thing. I acknowledge that. I just think the way KingsIsle is doing it is wrong in my opinion. Alright, so I am editing this part in because I thought I said something in the video and I didn't when I was actually editing the video. So here I am actually saying it in the video. Okay, back on topic, sorry. But basically my point is here, they are creating a problem, which is the raid gear barrier to entry in PvP, not actually addressing and fixing that problem, and instead selling us the solution via a pack and making it pay to win. That is my problem here. It's not the fact of the matter that more people can get in and play PvP, more people can get access to this gear. That is not my problem. That is not my beef. I want to make that clear, because in one of my previous raid videos, people thought I was like attacking the casuals or the community, when that wasn't the case at all. My problem is the way that KingsIsle is putting it out into the game. It is wrong. They are basically putting a band-aid on thing and monetizing the solutions rather than actually putting a good, reasonable, fair, fun way to get this stuff and fix it in the game for the paying members in the game. That is my issue. That is my beef. I just want to make that clear in this point, guys. And I'm willing to bet you this pack is probably selling crazy. They're making hella money off of this pack right now, simply because people just can't do that raid, and they are not budging and fixing that raid gear barrier to entry that the majority of the community, by the way, can't get in and do, right? We put out a poll a couple months ago on the channel here with like 1,000 votes, and 80% of them, I think, or 70% of them could not PvP because of the raid gear barrier. And instead of fixing that, we are monetizing and calling that a solution, which is wrong. Okay, well, let's open up a couple more of these packs. So we got the Storm Hun Hao hat, essentially. What else are we going to get here? We got the Balance Hun Hao hat, essentially. I'm just gonna call it Hun Hao because that's what it is, by the way. Then we also got the Fire Amulet. Okay, that's actually not bad. You get a Pierce and a Tri-Blade for fire, so really not bad there at all, that amulet. Whoa, what is this guy? A Ravenous Flytrap. Tundra Lord. Oh, that's kind of not that good. I just got that hat. Are you kidding me? What is this? You earned your first badge? Bro, I'm level 170. What are you saying? What the hell? Okay, next up we got the Fire Hun Hao robe. Gives a Pierce. I think the Hun Hao robe is probably better itself because you actually get a better item card on this, but either way, not that big of a deal for that, right? Okay, in this pack, I actually got some Halloween wands. This is a Halloween pack as well, guys. Keep that in mind. It's not just a raid pack, it's also a Halloween pack. And I got another Fire Hun Hao amulet. Yeah, I think I will run that on my fire, because the item cards are just way better than the actual Hun Hao one. So I got the Storm Hun Hao ring. Okay, nice. I actually did want that, which is pretty cool. Then the Hun Hao Atheniums, are those any good? I think, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are pretty good, Liam. They are pretty good, so alright, not too shabby. Okay, something cool here, guys. The deck actually gives balance a hit and bubble, but it's not a damage bubble. It's a power pip bubble, so I mean, it's not that good, but that's pretty interesting. Balances were asking for a hit and bubble. That's neat. I don't think they'll use it, but got the life ring. Okay, that might not be bad. Obviously, there's no outgoing on it, but if the stats are really good, maybe it doesn't matter too much. Who knows? We got the balance robe. That gives a, what is that, a sun trap? That is strange. Very strange, but cool, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to get any wands from this pack, guys, which is kind of disappointing. That's what I needed out of the pack here. That's okay, I guess. Oh, I got a wand. Yo, I actually got the life wand. Dude, I just jinxed myself. No way. No way I actually got that in recording. That is nuts. That is the one wand I needed from the entire pack. Holy cow, thank you. Everything we got for the pack opening here, guys. So yeah, I mean, I personally did not get a permanent mount, but I got one wand, but I got a lot of other gear in terms of like the, you know, the hat to the boots and whatnot. And this is the mount if you want to look at it. But yeah, interesting pack for sure. Again, I think it's very controversial. I kind of wish KingsIsle would just learn from their mistakes here and not make the game so pay to win. But I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say down there in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care.